Just kidding, did I getcha? Kokichi announced to the hotel room, starting to get off Shuichi. But Saihara quickly grabbed his hand and pulled him back on top of him. Shuichi felt bad for the way he reacted with Kokichi, and wanted to show him he cared about him, even if this was only just a dream. Shuichi? Kokichi questioned, stuttering. Confused by the reaction, Shuichi only looked at him with an innocent look. Kokichi's face immediately went red. Shuichi put two and two together and wanted to test if he was correct. He pulled Kokichi into a hug and put his head on his hair and nuzzled into the purple locks while tracing circles on the small boy's back. Kokichi squeaked from the sudden contact and mumbled something into Shuichi's chest. Shuichi blushed, getting all the confirmation he needed. He thought it was super cute how flustered he just made Kokichi, and it was more than tempting to see what other reactions he could get Kokichi to make. Shuichi sat up and held Kokichi in his lap with one hand while the other brought Kokichi's face towards him, so he could see his expression. Kokichi's face was red, he looked irritated, but he was too flustered to be angry. Shuichi gushed at the sight. He thought Kokichi was cute before all of this, but that was nothing compared to this. Kokichi turned his head away when Shuichi was caught off guard by his expression. How is it possible that you're the only one that can do this to me? Kokichi said, sounding defeated. He must be being more honest with his reactions today, because this is his fantasy. Shuichi thought. Shuichi still felt bad, maybe even worse because Kokichi must think everyone hates him, and he must think that Shuichi hates him and wants him dead like everybody else. Shuichi felt himself moving before he could even process it. He kissed Kokichi's lips. He couldn't back down now. He held the back of the little leader's head, trying to show Kokichi he truly meant it. Kokichi shortly kissed back, smiling into the kiss, showing Shuichi that he felt the same way about the taller. They deepened the kiss and were soon fighting for dominance before Kokichi pinned Shuichi to the bed, breaking away to catch his breath. So you know the truth now. I'm hopelessly in love with an emo detective called Saihara-chan, Kokichi said with a smirk back on his face. From what just happened, you feel the same way, huh? He asked before leaning down inches away from Shuichi's lips. But I already know the answer to that, he said before kissing Shuichi again, before resting his head on his chest, wrapping his arms around his back. You don't have to say anything. I bet you're tired because I'm tired, and I want to sleep in the comfortable arms of my beloved Saihara-chan. Kokichi nuzzled into his chest and pulled Shuichi's hands to his hips so he could cuddle him. Shuichi took a minute to process what just happened. After he did, he pulled Kokichi closer to him before pulling the blanket over the two of them. Good night, Kokichi. I love you, he whispered, nervous of saying the last phrase he said, but soon found it was worth it when Kokichi sighed contently and cuddled into his chest before mumbling, I love you too, my beloved. He let his eyes close while Shuichi placed a kiss on his forehead, pulling the little leader close to his chest, letting out a content sigh. He soon had a smile on his face, glad that he was able to be here with Kokichi, even if it was just a dream. He took one last look at the boy beneath him, before finally letting sleep consume him. I love you, Kokichi, more than you can imagine.